Hi guys, welcome to episode 2 of my visual journal series. These are the videos where I delve into the depths of my journal entries and start to unpack certain topics and what they mean to me. I've been thinking a lot lately about how finding meaning in the mundane and finding stillness in a world that is built on capitalistic beliefs is just honestly not an easy task. For me, it's been a journey of learning and unlearning, building boundaries and routines with myself. As much as possible, I try and find beauty in the small things in life. There are so many repetitive cycles that seem to be just a necessary part of being human, but at the same time, I feel like as humans, we're constantly searching for meaning and purpose in life. I've come to realize that living a meaningful life for me doesn't mean finding this one grand objective. I think that so much of the meaning I've been searching for lays scattered amongst the small, repetitive happenings of everyday life. Each day, I'm reminded that life carries beauty and nuance, even in the midst of the ordinary. I feel like there's always nuance to be found in the monotony, light to be found in the dark, and sometimes the beauty of a moment is right in front of us, and it's up to us to see it through a lens of gratitude and warmth. And I think that seeing things in this light is also about allowing yourself to move slower and be more present in moments through the day. Although stillness and slowness can be hard to feel when we live in a world that seems to value productivity and just moving fast so much more than moving from this place of stillness. I've definitely struggled with feelings of guilt when I'm not being productive or working at something. And whilst logically, I know that my productivity is not a measure of my worth, I'm definitely still working through this and unlearning this internalized capitalism. A way that I've found more stillness in my life is by creating habits and routines which compartmentalize moments of the day and dedicate them to moving slower. I feel like this is especially important from a point of view of working and having an office job and working a 9 to 5 and being limited in your times where you can find that stillness. For me, this looks like a morning and evening routine and spending as much time outdoors as possible in those times. Noticing the little details and patterns everywhere. I feel like I'm always in a state of awe at how magnificent nature is. And I think a big part of this is staying in touch with my childlike state of wonder and curiosity. I literally just sit there sometimes and I'm like, how the hell do clouds stay up in the air? We get to see all these colors everywhere. We get to hear all these sounds. Trees communicate with one another. It's all literally insane to me. Not only do these thoughts take me out of the confines of my own overthinking mind, but they shine a spotlight on the innate beauty of life. Beauty that will always be there, so long as I make an effort to notice it. At other times, I feel like it's up to us to imbue the mundane moments with meaning. This definitely goes hand in hand with the term romanticizing your life, and honestly, I think it's so important. For me, it's things like lighting incense and stretching in the morning, reading on my lunch break, cleaning whilst listening to Sade, buying that fancy chocolate for myself, lighting a candle and having an indulgent shower, doing my skincare and moisturizing my body, taking myself out for coffee and journaling, drinking a matcha in the morning sun, listening to the layered sounds of nature. I could go on, but my life without these little moments and rituals that I've built for myself would be significantly less meaningful. These moments are the things that I can always count on. They're the constant, and they are what ground me. Gratitude is another thing that always helps me gain perspective and see things in a warmer light. I feel like I often find gratitude such a difficult emotion to express. I guess because I'm grateful for so much on so many different levels as well. I'm grateful to even have the privilege to see life through this lens, because that in and of itself is a privilege. To be able to slow down and prioritize self-care and self-love. Seeing life like this also reminds me to be patient, to trust myself and take one day at a time. When my mind gets caught up in pursuit of the future, I remind myself that nothing is too slow. Everything large is strung together by something smaller, and so on and so forth. And perhaps self-belief is the most powerful belief you can have. By trusting yourself, you're trusting the universe. This is a little raw excerpt from my journal, from an entry I wrote the other day. Things are fleeting and temporary, no matter how permanent they may seem in the moment. So soak it all up and enjoy all the little moments in between. The everyday routines, the mundanity, the calm, the quiet, the nature, the beach. There's so much to love and be grateful for in this chapter of life. I've started feeling, seeing and understanding so much more in the past year or so of my life. It's like my lens has widened, and with new experiences in the future, it will only continue to do so. Expansion is limitless and boundless, confined only by my imagination and fear. Lean into your imagination and let go of the fear, and the whole world awaits you, ready to embrace you with open arms. I hope that you have enjoyed this video, guys, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Please subscribe to my channel. Goodbye.